Bangkok has changed a lot over the last few years, and a couple of areas that used to be great have become overcrowded tourist traps. After living here for the past 6 years, I've realized that for most first-time visitors, there are really only 3 areas you should even be considering now. So I'm going to show you exactly where to stay in 2026, whether that's for insane street food, a romantic escape, or Bangkok's wild nightlife. But before I show you the 3 best areas to stay in Bangkok in 2026, let me save you from the #1 mistake I see plenty of first-timers make. There's one place that still gets recommended all the time above all others, even though it's basically the biggest tourist trap in the entire country and one of the easiest places to get overcharged or scammed. Khao San Road used to be the backpacker capital of Southeast Asia, but in 2026, it's mostly just party hostels and ping pong shows. If you came to Thailand to experience the culture, this is not the place to do it. This is basically a tourist-only zone, and what's worse, it's not even well connected to other parts of the city that are worth exploring. Unless you came here specifically for the backpacker party scene, I'd give this one a miss. If you want great food, Thai culture, and a nightlife scene that's actually good, check out these 3 spots instead. Area 1, best for food and culture. If you came to Bangkok for the food, Chinatown is the #1 area to stay. Yaowarat Road is home to several Michelin-recommended food stalls, and every evening it completely transforms. The road fills up with carts, and the whole place comes alive with the smell of sizzling noodles, grilled seafood, and fresh desserts. The real beauty of staying here, though, is that you can sample something new every night instead of just trying to rush through it all in one evening. But it's not just about the food. It's packed with unique temples, narrow alleyways, old shop houses, and some of the most photogenic streets in Bangkok. This is one of the oldest parts of the city, and you can really feel that history here. Many of the families who run shops and street stalls here have been living and working in this neighborhood for generations. Just walking around, you'll see traditional Buddhist statues and Chinese medicines for sale. Don't forget to hit the flower market, which supplies almost every temple in the city with ornate flowers. Chinatown's nightlife is very underrated in my opinion. It's not home to the wild nightlife that the city is famous for, but it is home to some of the city's classier joints. Soi Nana is where you'll find some of the city's best cocktail bars that are doing some really creative things with Thai and Chinese flavors. And if you want one standout dinner beyond the street food, it's also home to a handful of the best restaurants in the city, like Potong, a Michelin star-rated restaurant built into an old traditional shop house. For the best experience, book somewhere walking distance from Yaowarat Road and Wat Mang Kong MRT stop, so you can easily explore other parts of the city without having to rely upon taxis. One of the best hotels in this part of Chinatown is Shanghai Mansion. It's a really beautiful boutique hotel designed in a traditional Chinese Qing Dynasty style, and it fits perfectly with the character of the neighborhood. Overall, Chinatown is my #1 pick for travelers who love street food, history, and a neighborhood that's full of character. Area 2, best for honeymooners and luxury travelers. If you want to stay in some of the best hotels in the world and wake up to the best views in the city, Bangkok's Riverside is the place to stay. It's home to some of the city's best 5-star hotels, and it's also one of the most peaceful and scenic parts of Bangkok. So if the big city chaos and traffic feel a bit intimidating, this area can be a perfect fit for you. But Riverside is a long stretch, so where you book changes everything. There are 2 main spots along the river that I focus on depending on your style of trip. If you want the most romantic setting, stay across the river from Wat Arun with a hotel that faces the temple. Wat Arun is one of Bangkok's most iconic sites, and waking up to it outside your window is unreal. When I got married, we spent a night at Riva Arun, and I don't think I'll ever beat that hotel view. Sitting on the balcony with a glass of wine watching the sun drop behind Wat Arun is something I'll never forget. From this area, you're also close to Wat Po and the Grand Palace, so if you've only got a few days in Bangkok, it's a super efficient base for sightseeing. The trade-off is that it gets very busy during the day, so if you do stay here, do the temples early in the morning, then escape to other parts of the city in the afternoon. The upside is that it gets much quieter at night, and seeing the temples lit up after dark feels completely different, especially if you're viewing them from your own balcony. If you want classic 5-star Bangkok, follow the river a bit further south to Ceylon. This is where you'll find big-name luxury hotels like Mandarin Oriental, the Peninsula, and the Four Seasons, as well as Capella, that was recently voted the best hotel in the entire world. I recently stayed at Tower Club Labua, which is one of the tallest skyscrapers in the city, just in the Ceylon area. Again, what made this place stand out was the epic views of the Chao Phraya River and the city below. What I love about this stretch is that it's still scenic and relaxed, but it's also way better connected. You could hop on a riverboat to places like Icon Siam or Asia Teak, or you can jump on the BTS at Sapan Taskin to explore the rest of the city without sitting in traffic. So if you're looking for epic views, a touch of comfort, and that wow factor for Bangkok, the Riverside is the place to stay. Area 3, best for modern Bangkok and EPIC Nightlife. If you're coming to Bangkok for the modern city energy, great restaurants at EPIC Nightlife, Sukhumvit is the best base. It's basically a city within a city, skyscrapers, mega malls, rooftop bars, and every type of night out you can think of. But it's not just about the partying. Sukhumvit is also one of the best places to see what everyday modern Bangkok life feels like. But be careful, Sukhumvit Road is absolutely massive. It stretches for miles and miles, and in fact, it reaches all the way to the Cambodian border. And if there's one tip you take from this video is when choosing a place to stay in Bangkok, don't choose Cambodia. And if you want the ultimate base to explore the city, stay around Asok. This is where the BTS and MRT, which is the city's metro systems, intersect. This means you can get almost anywhere in Bangkok without wasting your trip in traffic. The nightlife here is also excellent. Sukhumvit Soi 11 is packed with bars and restaurants, and you're close to some amazing sky bars. There's nothing like a drink with the Bangkok skyline at night. And it's also near the neon madness of Soi Cowboy if you're curious to see it. But it's not just about the bars. Food-wise, you're also spoiled for choice. Most of the city's best restaurants are located a short ride from here, including the Michelin-starred Gagan and Son restaurants. And you can find food from all over the world. If you want something a bit more laid back though, or you're traveling with family, look at Phrom Phong or Tonglo. These areas are popular with expats. They feel a bit more residential, and you've got great cafes, restaurants, and green spaces like Benjasiri Park. They're also near some of the city's newer mega malls, which are perfect for cooling off in the air conditioning and doing a bit of shopping. Carlton Hotel Bangkok Sukhumvit is one of the sleeker, modern hotels in the area with a killer rooftop pool and a short walk from the metro. But I think the main drawback of the Sukhumvit area is that there are a few less classic sightseeing spots during the day. Sure, there are malls, restaurants, and cafes, but it does lack the cultural landmarks that the Riverside and Chinatown are famous for. Plus, you need to be aware that Sukhumvit is also home to one of the biggest red light districts in Bangkok, in Nana Plaza. This is just one stop away from Asok, so make sure you don't book there if that's not the vibe you're looking for. So if you want modern Bangkok, incredible food, easy transport, and nightlife on your doorstep, Sukhumvit is a fantastic base. Just pick the right section. Now that you know where to stay though, the next step is what to do. Click this video here for my exact 3-day Bangkok itinerary for an epic adventure.